Hello and welcome, as it is the 26th day of November 2019. Let's take a look at DraftKings hockey and go over a six-pack. 6 players to start off a lineup, needing only 3 left to complete it. So I'll give you the 6 that I like. I'll try to do this on a daily basis. And along the 6-pack, you can have 5 to 6 players on one team. In this case, all 6 will be on the Boston Bruins. So the strategy is to play these players and then fill up those remaining other ones with, there's 3 different games, so players on the 4 other teams. And I don't want to play anyone on Montreal or anyone against the team I'm going up against. Unless I have to get like a 2,500, 2,600 cheap player, especially on defense. Other than that, I don't really want to do it. Especially when you're playing tournaments, if you're going to win, if they're all going to get points, if Halak gets a shutout, and then Montreal, the opponents just don't score. So anyway, let's talk about this stack. We're going to got Charlie Coyle at center, Heinen at wing. I don't know if I pronounced that right. David Pastrnak at wing with Brad Marchand. Torrey Krug on defense, and Yaroslav Halak is the starting goaltender for the Boston Bruins as they are in Montreal. This is the entire number 1 power play line. The entire line. Pastrnak and Marchand are on the first line, and Heinen and Coyle are on the second line. But they play on the first power play line together, and Torrey Krug will be the defenseman on that. The idea and the strategy when doing lineups in this nature is if you get situations where Boston wins big and these 2 players together are big parts of it. Well, mathematically speaking, if Boston can score 5-6 more goals, the chances that Pastrnak and Marchand is a big part of it is high. Now, whether Coyle or Heinen will end up doing it, that will remain to be seen. But there will be many situations, and you're trying to put the luck, when you're trying to get advantage, you're trying to put the luck in your favor. And it just makes sense that these guys are in spots coming into this game where they can make it happen. And within this, what I'm going to try to do a lot of times is make it so you can go for like 2 studs to 3 studs back. That's not the case. You already got 2 studs in your lineup with Pastrnak and Marchand, because the whole strategy is always to get cheap guys that have a high chance. And really, Coyle and Heinen are expensive at $7,500 net cost. I'm looking to get 2 players per lineup that go together, play on the same line, especially if they get power play time. And in this case, not only do they get power play line, they get power play 1 time. Then that's an advantage. Now, within the remaining cost, if you can get 2 players together, a center and a winger, or actually you can't get 2 centers, don't used to play together, but a center and a winger that play together, and then a defense. Now, defense are not too difficult to get. I know there's only a few games, and you need to have 3 different players. So if you take another game, you put 2 guys together, and then somebody else on one of the other 3 teams. But there's a lot of defense you can get at $2,500 cost, $2,600. And in such, technically, the cheapest you can get 2 players is $5,000. Which means the most expensive player you can fish for is $7,100. But this is the starting lineup. I will reveal what my number 1 lineup happened to be. I don't know how many I'm going to play, at least 1. And then come out with a new one for the next day. Take care.